Blessed, beautiful day, Grateful Gal family. Welcome into the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. Truly blessed and humbled to be able to be a part of this day. Today, my middle daughter, Zuri, she turned 5. Just truly thankful to Jehovah. And again, grateful to have life, to see my children grow, to see themselves, in the position to age and, just again to grow and their mental side, as their brain continues to grow and realizes more things and understands more things, and then the ability to see them physically grow as she gets taller, stronger, more beautiful, and just truly thank you, Jehovah, again for blessing my daughter with life today. Truly hope your day is filled with much joy and love, and just like every day, I want that for all of my children and for my family and for the world. To have their days filled with love and joy and just, positivity and all those type of things. I just truly, again, thank you, Jehovah, for allowing my daughter to see this day. Thank you for the health in her life. Thank you for her journey. Thank you for the things that you have in store for her in her life, the experiences, the lessons, the knowledge, all those good things, the relationship with you, Jehovah, mostly important. I just thank you for that. And I thank you again. Happy birthday to my princess, Zuri. I love you, and enjoy your day, baby. Moving on to the daily verse before I get into the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle. Daily verse for the day of February 8th, 2024. Derives from the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 18, and it states as follows. He has enlightened the eyes of your hearts, so that you may know to what hope he called you, what glorious riches he holds as an inheritance for the holy ones. Amen. And again, it's from the book of Ephesians, chapter 1, verse 18. And this morning, ladies and gentlemen, for the Grateful Gal Sports Huddle, I'll be going over the NFL Pro Bowl results, NFL news, NFL honors, the NFL awards that have been announced already, the NFL All Star Recap, the NHL All Star Recap, the NHL recap from Monday through Friday games, well, from Monday through Wednesday. Then I have the previews for Thursday and Friday, NCAA men's and women's top 25, NBA regular season, and with whatever news I have going throughout the day. The NBA trade deadline is today. It's kicking off at 3 p.m. It's closing at 3 p.m. So any trades that happen from now until 3 p.m., I will have that information on the Sports Huddle. I will give updates throughout the day, and just stay tuned. So I appreciate y'all. Moving on to kick it off for the NFL Pro Bowl results. The NFL Pro Bowl ended on Sunday. It ended on Sunday with the NFC winning back-to-back Pro Bowls. They end up holding off the AFC in the last second of the flag football game to win with a final score of 64-59 in the NFL Pro Bowl. So again, the NFL Pro Bowl game belonged to the NFC for the second consecutive year. Congratulations to the NFC. Moving on to the NFL news. NFL news from the NBA this week. Again, we have a few more hires, things of that nature. So let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. Alrighty. Hope everybody having a great day today. Looking to, again, have some great sports news as we get closer to the Super Bowl. Again, as we get closer to March Madness time frame, all that good stuff. So let's see, again, what we have for the NFL sports news for coach hirings, anything of that nature. NFL news. Alrighty. So as of right now, again, Bill Belichick did not receive a head coaching job. That is, kind of weird to a lot of NFL players, having such a dominant NFL coach for a long time, not, getting a position, with anybody as a new head coach. So, let's see. Currently, we don't have anything right now. We don't have anything exclusively right now. Let's see what we got. No new news right now. Falcons, Baltimore. Nothing too big right now. Nothing too big. So, as more information comes out, most likely today, moving on to the Saturday Sports Huddle, I have information that continues to come down the pipeline and things of that nature for the NFL news. But moving on to the NFL awards, kicking off before the NFL honors. The NFL honors kicks off tonight at 8 p.m. But we had some NFL awards announced already. So I will go over those before I continue to go forth and get into the NFL honors information. So, alrighty. So, again, the NFL honors is kicking off tonight at 9 p.m. on CBS or on the NFL Network and Paramount. Okay. Because you didn't eat nothing. Go ahead. All right, so Lamar Jackson won the MVP award for the most valuable player in the NFL this season. The Offensive Player of the Year award belongs to Christian McCaffrey. The Defensive Player of the Year is T.J. Watt out of Pittsburgh. The Coach of the Year goes to DeMeco Ryans. Well deserved. Taking that team, the Houston Texans, from zero to not heroes, but zero to playoff winners. Second round playoff appearance, that type of stuff. So definitely well deserved for DeMeco Ryans and the Houston Texans organization. Then moving on to the Offensive Rookie of the Year, goes to C.J. Stroud. C.J. Stroud won that award unanimously. Then moving on to the Defensive Rookie of the Year award, also goes to Houston, Texas, Will Anderson Jr., which I think Jalen Carter got snubbed. But, whatever. I feel like, the Will Anderson Jr. defense going into the second round of the playoffs really made a big difference of the winner of that award. I definitely think if Jalen Carter and the Eagles would have got further in the playoffs, I think Jalen Carter would have won the award. But whatever, who knows? I can't go back and say that's the reason why. But he didn't win it. So I know that'll be fuel for Jalen Carter moving on as he continues his career to be in line for the Defensive Player of the Year award. So I'm excited about that. Then moving on, we had the Comeback Player of the Year award. The Comeback Player of the Year award went to Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield won that award. Then that's all I have right now. And more awards will be announced this evening at the NFL Honors, which is, again, kicking off at 9 p.m. on live TV on CBS, NFL Network, or Paramount Plus. So make sure y'all tune into that. And if you don't, again, I will have the results from the NFL Honors on the Saturday Sports Huddle. So thank y'all for tuning in and looking forward to that. Then moving on to the National Hockey League All Star Game. National Hockey League All Star Game recap. From that game, we had the kicking it off, the first game of that day, we had Team McDavid hosting Team McKinnon. Team McDavid defeated Team McKinnon 4-3 to advance towards the NHL All Star Game championship. Then the second game of the day, we had Team Matthews hosting Team Hughes. Team Matthews defeated Team Hughes 6-5. So Team Matthews met up with Team McDavid in the National Hockey League All Star Game championship. And Team Matthews ended up winning the National Hockey League All Star Game championship over Team McDavid 7-4. So congratulations to Team Matthews for their National Hockey League Championship All-Star weekend. Then moving on to the National Hockey League recap from Monday through Wednesday. And then I will have Thursday and Friday games previews. National Hockey League from Monday, February 5th. We had the Islanders defeat the Maple Leafs 3-2. And we had the Rangers defeat the Avalanche in overtime 2-1. For Tuesday games, we had the Flames defeat the Bruins 4-1. The Stars over the Sabres 2-1. The Panthers fell to the Flyers 2-1. The Penguins shut out the Jets 3-0. The Canadiens defeated the Capitals 5-2. The Canucks defeated the Hurricanes 3-2. The Devils defeated the Avalanche 5-3. And the Golden Knights defeated the Oilers and snapped their 16-game winning streak 3-1. Moving on to Wednesday games last night, February 7th, we had the Maple Leafs defeat the Stars 5-4. We had the Rangers defeat the Lightning 3-1, and we had the Wild defeat the Blackhawks 2-1. For today's games, kicking off at 7 p.m., we have the Bruins hosting the Canucks, the Panthers hosting the Capitals, the Flames going up against the Devils, the Flyers hosting the Jets, the Avalanche going up against the Hurricanes, the Islanders versus the Lightning. That game could be seen at 8 p.m. on ESPN tonight. And then we have the Coyotes hosting the Golden Knights. For Friday games, we have the Wild hosting the Penguins. The Rangers going up against the Blackhawks. And we have the Ducks hosting the Oilers. So again, make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from the National Hockey League. Moving on to NCAA men's and women's top 25. NCAA women's top 25 from this weekend through this week. From Saturday games, February 3rd, we had number 19 Gonzaga dominate Pacific 104-39. We had number 25 Princeton defeat Brown 76-63. We had number 23 West Virginia defeat BYU 76-69. And we had number 3 Iowa defeat Maryland 93-85. And Caitlin Clark had 38 points in that game. And again, she needed 104 points to break that record. So she has scored 38 points towards that so far. Moving on to Sunday games, we had a top 10 ranked matchup kicking off the day. We had number 8 Ohio State defeat number 10 Indiana 74-69. We had number 17 Virginia Tech defeat number 24 North Carolina in overtime 70-61. We had number 21 Syracuse defeat Boston College 75-63. We had number 1 South Carolina defeat Ole Miss 85-65. We had an upset out of Kansas State. We had number 12 Texas defeat number 2 Kansas State 61-54. We had number 9 LSU dominate Florida 106-66. We had number 14 Notre Dame defeat Pitt 78-53. We had number 22 Creighton defeat Butler 75-65. Number 6 Colorado defeated Washington 80-57. Number 11 UConn defeated St. John's 78-63. Number 13 Baylor defeated Houston 83-60. Number 15 USC defeated California 79-69. Number 20 Utah defeated Washington State 73-61. We had another top 10 ranked matchup. We had number 4 Stanford hosting number 7 UCLA. Stanford defeated UCLA 80-60. And we had number 18 Oregon State defeat Oregon 64-60. Recap of Monday games, February 5th, we had number 3 NC State defeat number 15 Louisville 77-67. Tuesday games, we had number 21 Creighton defeat Xavier 77-46. And we had number 22 West Virginia defeat Texas Tech 82-59. Recap of last night games, we had number 11 UConn defeat Seton Hall 67-34. Number 24 Oklahoma defeated TCU 72-55. And we had an upset out of Baylor. We had unranked BYU defeat number 18 Baylor 78-66. For today's games kicking off at 6 p.m. on ESPN, we have a top 15 ranked matchup. We have number 15 Louisville hosting number 12 Notre Dame at 6 p.m. on ESPN. We have number 1 South Carolina hosting Missouri at 7 p.m. on the SEC Network. We have number 14 Indiana hosting Michigan State at 7 p.m. on Peacock. We have number 23 Syracuse hosting Georgia Tech at 7 p.m. on the ACC Network. We have a top 20 ranked matchup. We have number 3 NC State hosting number 16 Virginia Tech at 8 p.m. on the ACC Network. We have number 2 Iowa hosting Penn State at 9 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. Number 5 Ohio State going up against Minnesota at 9 p.m. on Peacock. Number 13 LSU going up against Vanderbilt at 9 p.m. on the SEC Network. And we have number 19 Gonzaga hosting Pepperdine at 9 p.m. on ESPN+. For Friday games, we have number 4 Colorado hosting Oregon at 9 p.m. on the Pac-12 Network. We also have another game at 9 p.m. on the Pac-12 Network, a top 20 ranked matchup. Number 20 Utah hosting number 17 Oregon State. Again, that game is at 9 p.m. on the Pac-12 Network. Also on the 9th of February, we have number 6 Stanford going up against Washington at 10 p.m. Number 10 USC hosting Arizona State. And number 9 UCLA hosting Arizona at 11 p.m. on the Pac-12 Network. Make sure y'all tune into the Saturday Sports Huddle to get updated information from those games. Moving on to Saturday games in the NCAA men's top 25. We had number 1 UConn defeat St. John's 77-64. Number 9 Marquette defeated Georgetown 91-57. We had an upset out of TCU. We had unranked Texas defeat number 25 TCU 77-66. We had another upset. This upset came out of Utah State. We had unranked San Diego State defeat number 17 Utah State 81-67. We had another upset out of Houston. We had number 8 Kansas defeat number 4 Houston 78-65. We had another upset out of Oklahoma. We had unranked UCF defeat number 23 Oklahoma 74-63. Yet again, we had another upset. We had unranked Cincinnati defeat number 15 Texas Tech 75-72. We had number 16 Auburn handle business against Ole Miss 91-77. And we had number 20 FAU dominate Tulsa 102-70. Number 22 BYU defeated West Virginia 86-73. We had not an NC State. We had a North Carolina rivalry game kicking off. Number 3 North Carolina defeated number 7 Duke 93-84. We had another upset out of Iowa State. We had number 18 Baylor defeat number 12 Iowa State 70-68. We had number 5 Tennessee defeat number 10 Kentucky 103-92. And we had number 24 Alabama defeat Mississippi State 99-67. For Sunday games, we had a top 10 ranked matchup. We had number 2 Purdue defeat number 6 Wisconsin 75-69. We had number 14 Illinois defeat Nebraska in overtime 87-84. And we had number 11 Arizona defeat Stanford 82-71. For Monday games, we had an upset out of Kansas. We had unranked Kansas State defeat number 4 Kansas in overtime 75-70. For Tuesday games, we had number 15 South Carolina defeat Ole Miss 68-65. We had an upset out of North Carolina. We had unranked Clemson defeat number 3 North Carolina 80-76. We had number 5 Houston defeat Oklahoma State 79-63. We had number 14 Iowa State defeat Texas 70-65. Number 18 Dayton defeated St. Joseph's 94-79. We had an upset out of BYU. We had unranked Oklahoma defeat number 21 BYU 82-66. We had number 1 UConn defeat Butler 71-62. We had number 17 Kentucky dominate Vanderbilt 109-77. We had number 25 New Mexico defeat Wyoming 91-73. We had a top 25 ranked matchup between number 13 Baylor and number 23 Texas Tech. Baylor defeated Texas Tech 79-73. We had an upset out of Utah State. We had unranked Nevada defeat number 22 Utah State 77-63. And we had number 24 San Diego State defeat Air Force 77-64. Recap of last night games. We had number 6 Tennessee defeat LSU 88-68. We had an upset out of Wisconsin. We had unranked Michigan defeat number 11 Wisconsin 72-68. We had a top 20 ranked matchup. We had number 12 Auburn hosting number 16 Alabama. Good old Iron Bowl basketball classic. We had number 12 Auburn defeat number 16 Alabama 99-81. We had an upset out of Creighton. We had unranked Providence defeat number 19 Creighton in overtime 91-87. And we had number 9 Duke handle business against Notre Dame 71-53. For today's games, kicking off at 8 p.m. on the Pac-12 Network, we have number 8 Arizona going up against Utah, and we have number 20 FAU going up against UAB at 9 p.m. on ESPN2. For Friday games, we have number 18 Dayton going up against VCU tomorrow at 7 p.m. on ESPN2, and we have number 24 San Diego State going up against Nevada at 8 p.m. tomorrow night on the CBS Network. Moving on to NBA regular season. And again, NBA trade deadline is kicking off today. It's ending today at 3 p.m. So again, as more information comes down the line, I will have updated information from the trade deadline. But moving on to the recaps from Saturday to Friday, we had the Hawks defeat the Warriors in overtime, which was a pretty good game, 141-134. We had the Nets defeat the 76ers, 136-121. We had the Kings defeat the Bulls 123-115. We had the Lakers defeat the Knicks 113-105. We had the Bucks defeat the Mavericks 129-117. And we had the Cavaliers defeat the Spurs 117-101. Giving an update on Joel Embiid, also Joel Embiid is expected to have a procedure done on his knee. So let's get more information about that. One moment. How may I help you, Leah? You're not playing outside. No, you're supposed to be at school, ma'am. Thanks. Close the door. Yeah, so Joel Embiid is out at least 4 weeks after his knee procedure. So he had a procedure done on his knee for the injury he was working with. So he's expected to be out for at least a month at the best. And again, hopefully he's on time to come back at that time frame. But if not, I will have further information as the 76ers send out information about his injury. Then moving on to Sunday games, we had the Magic defeat the Pistons 111-99. The Suns defeated the Wizards 140-112. The Celtics dominated the Grizzlies 131-91. The Pacers defeated the Hornets 115-99. The Clippers defeated the Heat 103-95. The Timberwolves defeated the Rockets 111-90. The Thunder defeated the Raptors in double overtime 135-127. The Jazz defeated the Bucks 123-108. And the Nuggets defeated the Trailblazers 112-103. Moving on to Monday games, February 5th, we had the Clippers defeat the Hawks 149-144. The Lakers over the Hornets 124-118. The Cavaliers over the Kings 136-110. The Mavericks defeated the 76ers 118-102. The Warriors defeated the Nets 109-98. And the Pelicans dominated the Raptors 138-100. For Tuesday games, we had the Pacers defeat the Rockets 132-129. The Mavericks defeated the Nets 119-107. The Heat dominated the Magic 121-95. The Knicks defeated the Grizzlies 123-113. The Bulls defeated the Timberwolves in overtime 129-123. The Jazz defeated the Thunder 124-117. And the Bucks fell to the Suns 114-106. Recap of last night's games, we had the Celtics defeat the Hawks 125-117. The Raptors defeated the Hornets 123-117. The Cavaliers defeated the Wizards 114-106. The Warriors defeated the 76ers 127-104. The Heat defeated the Spurs 116-104. The Pelicans over the Clippers 117-106. And the Pistons defeated the Kings 133-120. For today's game, kicking off at 7 p.m., we have the Pacers hosting the Warriors, the Magic hosting the Spurs, the Nets hosting the Cavaliers, the Knicks hosting the Mavericks at 7:30 p.m. on TNT, the Bulls going up against the Grizzlies, the Bucks hosting the Timberwolves, the Jazz going up against the Suns. We have the late night game on TNT. We have the Lakers hosting the Nuggets, and we have the Trailblazers hosting the Pistons. For Friday games, we have the Hawks going up against the 76ers at 7 p.m. on NBA TV. We have the Celtics hosting the Wizards, the Rockets going up against the Raptors, the Bucks versus the Hornets, the Kings hosting the Nuggets, and for our late night game on NBA TV at 10:30 p.m., we have the Lakers hosting the Pelicans. So again, getting into the NBA trades that have happened so far in the last couple of days, we had a trade from the Celtics and not the Celtics and the Mavericks, the Celtics and the Grizzlies. So the Celtics and the Grizzlies made a trade for Xavier Tillman. So the Boston Celtics sent 2 second-round picks to the Grizzlies for forward/center Xavier Tillman, another big man presence for the Celtics. You know, they definitely believe in leaning on their big men. This guy is definitely a versatile player, somebody who's able to, get on the board, move around in traffic, create plays for himself, that type of thing. So I know the Celtics are definitely looking forward to having that type of presence on their team. And again, at the NBA trade deadline comes to an end, I will have more information as the day progresses. So hopefully, nothing serious shakes up with my team. Hopefully we can add some pieces and not, lose too many pieces. But we shall see. And again, stay tuned to the information that I bring as the day progresses. So 3 p.m. will be the close of the NBA trade deadline, and I will have information around that time, coming back with all the news that I have today. So be blessed, be loved, and until next time, peace. So the trade deadline is complete. Thank God that no Atlanta Hawks players were traded. So the trades I have that have been done are, I'm going to kick it off on the Mavericks. Get up, Zeri. Be careful. Okay, so The Dallas Mavericks neared a trade to acquire center Daniel Gafford from the Washington Wizards and forward P.J. Washington from the Charlotte Hornets. So the Mavericks have agreed to send center Rashawn Holmes and draft compensation to the Wizards for Gafford, while trading for Grant Williams, guard Seth Curry, and their lightly protected 2027 first-round draft pick to the Hornets for P.J. Washington. The Mavericks announced that they agreed to swap rights of 2028 first-round picks with the Thunder in order to obtain Oklahoma City's 2024 first-round pick. The 2024 pick will be sent to the Washington and the Gafford deal. So that's from the Mavericks camp. Then we had the Jazz. Traded Kelly Olynyk to the Raptors. The Toronto Raptors have acquired Kelly Olynyk and Ochai Agbaji from the Utah Jazz for Otto Porter Jr., Kira Lewis Jr., and a first-round pick. So
I think we're going the wrong way.
We're not going the wrong way. We walk on the grass. The 2024 first-round pick will be the least favorable of the Oklahoma City Thunder, LA Clippers, and the Houston Rockets, and the Jazz own selection. So they got a previous first-round pick, and they got and Kelly Olynyk. So they got a big man presence who has been tested, veteran presence, big man, and they got Ochai Agbaji. Moving on to the 76ers. The 76ers acquired Buddy Hield from the Pacers. So the 76ers are acquiring Buddy Hield from the Indiana Pacers for Marcus Morris and Furkan Korkmaz, and 3 second-round picks. That's a lot for Buddy Hield. I mean, even though he is a good young player, a good shooter, but 3 second-round picks, that's a lot of capital for a guy like that. He's 31 too, so he ain't too young for NBA standards, but whatever. So, he's been one of the NBA's best three-point shooters for years. He's averaged 12 points per game on 38% shooting from behind the arc across 52 games. So, he's made 1,842 three-pointers, only second to Steph Curry since entering in the NBA in 2016-2017. So, Buddy Hield is a 76er. Moving on, another 76ers trade. We had Patrick Beverley and traded with the 76ers. The Bucks acquired Patrick Beverley. Go ahead, get in the car, Zay. So the Philadelphia 76ers made a pair of trades with the fellow contenders atop the Eastern Conference. The 76ers are sending Patrick Beverley to the Milwaukee Bucks and Jaden Springer to the Boston Celtics for second-round picks. So that's a pretty good trade. Patrick Beverley is a good defensive presence and, a good bench role player for the Bucks to play behind Damian Lillard. Yes, daughter. Yes. Okay. What you want to eat, Zay? Okay. Okay. Bean. We just played on the slide. Okay. Okay, baby. Another time, baby. Another time. Okay, as y'all can hear, all of my daughters are not pleased with the fact that they're leaving the park right now. Then moving on to the Raptors. The Raptors are back in trade details. Here's the Nets and the Raptors were in trade. The Brooklyn Nets acquired Dennis Schroeder and Thaddeus Young from the Toronto Raptors in exchange for Spencer Dinwiddie. Huge pickup for the Raptors. Spencer Dinwiddie is definitely a nice point guard. He'll be a good fit going up there, teaming up with R.J. Barrett, those type of guys. So that's a pretty good pickup for the Raptors. And the Nets get Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder's a proven veteran in this league, somebody who can make plays, score buckets when needed to be. And Thaddeus Young is a pretty solid big man, pretty solid power forward. So then moving on, the latest trade talks I have at the end of the trade deadline, we had the Hornets traded Gordon Hayward to the Thunder. So the Oklahoma City Thunder forfeited their roster for a playoff push by acquiring Gordon Hayward from the Charlotte Hornets for guards Trey Mann and Valsji Mikic and forward Davis Bertans. So Davis Bertans, Trey Mann, and Vasil Mikic are now Charlotte Hornets, and Gordon Hayward has went over to the Oklahoma City Thunder. pretty good fit for them. You know, veteran player again, great 3-point shooter, somebody who has high basketball IQ, and he's gonna go into a play alongside, you know, those gentlemen down there, OKC, Dort, Chet, those type of guys. Of course, Shea Gildrick Alexander. So it'll be a pretty good talk, man. So that's all the latest information I have right now that came out of the trade deadline for the NBA. And again, I'm glad that the Hawks did not trade any of our players. Looking to make a good second half push here before the All-Star break and also before the playoffs. So play-in, playoffs, we shall see where we sit. So that's all the news I have for y'all. Appreciate y'all tuning back in. Love y'all. Be blessed. Peace.